There are two new ones. They're getting bullied around by these big goats. Good Bones sitting there. Loves to lay right there. Anyways, show you this fence that I built. Bones, look at that bird jumping on his head. And so it's summertime, there's a bunch of flies out here now, so he's probably loving this. I didn't see him grab any bugs, but alright, so we got this. See where I bent the fence right there with the tractor? And about to tear this part down. These are all just round pen panels, T-posted and just wired in, but I'm about to finish it with this. But to do that, I opened up the entire back of the property, which is larger than the front. So there used to be an electric fence that went across right there. You can see where the trees are eaten up by the goat. There used to be an electric fence right there. I tore it down, and this is our old stall that we don't really use. It's just cover. That's where I put some grass trimmings. Right here was the line where we had the electric fence that went across. You see the T-post way over there, still in there. And right here is where we had the pigs. Kind of smoothed it out. It's been a couple months now. Anyways, we put this electric tape up. Got it hooked up to a Premier 1 Energizer, but I use a grounding rod instead of the little stakes that it attaches to. They're just so short, and the ground's pretty dry, so that's why you can see the water. I used a hose to help drive that spike in. It's a 6-foot spike. Then I have these lines tethered, so all three of them are getting it. Bumped that fence. Came off that middle guide. But what I'll do is I'll turn this off. And I had to trim back some of these trees so it wasn't touching the fence. And you see why this is coming off here. There we go. Keep everything as tight as we can. Probably could use another one of those right here, but as soon as they figure out it's hot, they ain't gonna touch it. As long as it stays hot. So yeah, I use these T-posts, some corner braces or brackets, I don't even know what you call them. Just keeps it nice and tight. And he's coming back here now, he hears me. I took him for a tour because they weren't going past this first tree, and he's gonna start running. Watch. Come here, Bones. Shout, Rip. Let's see if he comes. Bones, come on. He likes going, following me around. Watch, he's gonna. Come on. It's hard to imagine that he's only 9 months old. Come on. He'll follow me. I just don't like him when he runs. Alright, so we'll go down the tree lines. Just this grove, so there's all these rows. Last year these were all basically a lot of space. They had them all just chopped up and hedged, and you can see how fast they grow. But we're giving them access to all this space because, first of all, it's more space. Second of all, we have this grass, weeds, whatever you want to call them, coming in. Got a lot of fruit that is dropping. I'm going to give them a chance to eat that up. They love these tangelos. I threw probably about 25-30 maniolas out today in the front for all the goats, and I guarantee they're all gone. I mean, I didn't see any out there just a minute ago, and that was probably 25-30 minutes ago. Keep going. Now we got the back fence that has the lateral from the canal. That's how we get our flood irrigation. And see Rip over here following me. Another reason we want them back here. We want the goats back here too. We're just waiting for them to, the 3 goats that we have in with him. So he's eating that grass down, that's good. The goats will do the same. What happens back here is this time of year you're going to start getting these goat heads, and I'm trying to see if I can find any right now. Right here. So that's what I think I got one on my foot too, right there. And you can see there's just a ton of them. What happens is, yeah, I got one on my foot. So what happens is those will start germinating this time of year, and you want to prevent it before those seeds happen, which it's too bad now. They already happened on these ones. But it's a vine, and it's hard to tell, but it's a puncture vine, and you want to prevent that from happening. So it's one reason why we want the goats back here, to eat them down before they sprout, before the seeds start. We don't have many. I've just seen those, that little patch right there. So the best way to get rid of them is you got to pull them from the root, and those seeds will come off fairly easy, so you got to be careful, because what happens is they're going to spread. The water will take them throughout the property, and those seeds will break up into 4 or 5 pieces, individual seeds, and replant in the vine. Not seeing too much, just that one little spot. So what I'll do is I'll come back here and I'll torch it. That's the other way to kill it. But there's a chemical you can put down to prevent that from happening, and actually surprised I'm not seeing more. We got some of these little burrs right here. These are different, something separate than goat heads. These big tall plants right here, weeds, whatever you want to call them, these are sunflowers. You see right there, these are going to be sunflowers. They thrive in the summer here. There's a ladybug right there. It's always a good sign. And there you go, we got more goat heads right there. So yeah, I'd like to come back here and just set fire to some of this stuff. What happens is stuff will stick to your shoes, and these are all the inlets where the Water comes through. We have 6 of them. And all these tall ones, the sunflowers. We got a lot of sunflowers back here. And then we have Bones back here eating them. But it's funny, as soon as I go up to the front, he follows. So it's a lot more space for them. We got plenty of growth. You see this batch of grass right here. It's tall, close to knee high. Some spots. You see where I kind of raked in the past? How they're just kind of growing like a row, like I seeded it almost, but I didn't. Just those grooves allowed some kind of seed to sit and germinate. I didn't plant nothing back here, but these goats, as soon as they get back here, they'll figure it out. Because I just set that fence up yesterday, they're still kind of weary about crossing the line. But we got all that grass to eat. Got all these little branches to eat up. All the fruit that's falling, all the fruit they can reach. The rest of the fruit that's remaining is not, maybe juice it, but a lot of it's not good anymore. It's to the point where like this, let's see, Ellen fell, but it's almost I'll try one out. They look good. They're so sweet. And probably right at the end, probably still eat them now, but he's a big boy. He's no longer, his name's Bones, but he ain't Skin and Bones anymore. He gets a little playful, though. You gotta be careful. You see right here, there's already some fruit growing, new fruit growing. You see right here, we got these branches coming up. These are not migniolas. These are somehow a lime or lemon got stuck in with this tree, and that's what's growing, that real thorny stuff. These migniola trees don't have thorns. Grapefruits and lemons do, and limes. Smells so good back here with all these trees in bloom. Like right here, a little blossom flower starting. There's one that's full bloom. But the best smelling tree we have on this property, even though these smell so good, is the grapefruit. I don't walk through here every day. I might come through here maybe once every few weeks or a month just to walk through, make sure there's nothing dead out here. We're missing a turkey or two right now, and I think they're in one of the neighbors' yards. So she's probably sitting on a bunch of eggs. But you see this one's flowering up. They're not all in bloom, full bloom yet, but hopefully these bees will get on this. Some nice flowers. It's actually a blood orange tree. Some more blood oranges in this tree. I need to get rid of this tall piece. This is a part of a lemon or a citrus, some other citrus in there. You can tell all this new growth by the color of the leaves. See how they're just a different color green? Right here's another Mineola, and we should be, let's see, let's grab a leaf off of Mineola. This is a grapefruit. Not much difference in the leaves, but you see there's still a few grapefruit up in there. If I can get one, they're probably very sweet. I can get a good one. This is a grapefruit tree as well. It's ruby red. But most of these got picked. These are the first trees to go. People come and they just want a grapefruit. I have a neighbor that likes the grapefruits, so I gave some to him, and he traded me some of his dates. So it was a good trade. We like to eat dates, shakes, chop them up, put them in oatmeal. I gotta find me a grapefruit. He's really nosy, so he knows you're trying to do something and you're in his space, which is the whole property. He's gonna come and try to help. He's very curious. Building a new house over there, went up very fast. One of my new neighbors that moved in a year ago had a fence built. It was supposed to be done in 2 weeks, and the guy took, I don't know how long, 8 months to do a chain link. This house is almost built with an entire shop in like a month now, month or two. So it's hard to find good work. It's hard to find people that actually do good work and are they're out there, I know, but it's very hard to try to find somebody to do the job right, or as they say they'll do it. I think that type of business is out the door at this point. So you can't really take people's words for it anymore. It's unfortunate that you used to be able to pay somebody ahead of time because you knew that they were going to do a good job. Now if you do that, you'll never see the guy again. They won't finish the job. Wait. What, Bones? You did a good job. You interrupted me, Ray. You did a good job of interrupting me. Yeah. He's looking good. I didn't know if we were gonna actually, if he was gonna put on weight good or not, just because he was so malnourished. He was a cull off a dairy farm. We actually paid more money than we needed to because we didn't know. But she got these cows, the lady that we bought them from. She was feeding them milk from the store. They were like day 2, 3, I don't know, a few days old maybe. And when they get a bull calf, dairies don't even put it on the mother. There's no colostrum, there's nothing. They just gotta get rid of them. They don't, so they're either gonna let them go, they'll just die, or somebody's gonna come like this lady does and grabs them up for free, and she sells them for $80 or whatever she can get out of them, depending on what people are looking for. And then they keep the moms for the milk, and continue milking them for the dairy industry. So when we got him, he had no nutrients in him. We had to give him a couple bottles of electrolyte that I mixed with milk replacer and gave him a couple shots of oxytetracycline, and it's kind of like a go-to. Yeah guys, so yep, there you go. Continuing projects. What I'm gonna do, my plan is with this electric fence, it's gonna keep the goats and him over there, and then where that fence post ends, right there where that little gate is, I got poultry netting up, which one of the dogs got tangled up in, had to cut it. Is I'm gonna continue the fence, and it's gonna go right to that post. We're going to use the remainder of our Seven Peaks fence, and we're going to take it to this post. And so it'll go from that corner to this post. So we're going to get rid of these panels that we have against this tree, all these pipes. Not sure what we're going to do with them yet, if we can use them or not. They're galvanized. Clean this area up, and then we got a little beehive over there. We got some stuff planted. It's already coming up. And then we're going to continue this part to the end over there. There's a kind of near the well. We got a sprinkler line right now. We just planted some seed, got these sprinklers fixed. So in another week, we should probably see some grass growing. There's a very little bit growing right now. But we put some high quality Bermuda down. You didn't get shocked. Hey, this dog doesn't care. And what we're gonna do, this is some of the old we actually used our old tape that we had, so we didn't buy any new tape. We're gonna take it out to here and probably bring the post out, maybe to go up to this one. Not sure yet. Somehow, or extend it to right here where this pile is, and then put a straight line right there.